Thanks for inviting me, man.
Yeah, you just happen to be here, so.
Dude, I slept for 17 hours, bro. Like, I was dead tired. Like, people called me, people messaged me, had my phone on sound alert, people came to my room. I slept through all of it. And my wife was like, "Don't you remember me kissing you on the forehead and saying, like, good morning?" I was like, "Nah,
Bro,
dog, I was so out."
I don't even remember when I was born.
Do you even understand why I'm upset? I can't believe
Listen,
how
sir,
unprofessional
I totally
you guys
understand
are.
your concerns.
I want to speak to your manager right now.
Let me put you on hold real quick. Your mother's on the other line.
What? You motherfucker!
Lame ass niggas approach with caution. Big ass stick nigga look like a shaman. Turn y'all niggas to a Jackson Pollock. Ass so fat she can.
Here we are again.
Yeah.
Once again. In the room. In the room of pods. In the pod room. Back at it again with the thing. We usually don't like have an intro.
No,
Okay.
we never have an intro, and then we call back to us not having an intro at the end.
Yeah. The intros are for
Pussies.
pussies, yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, honestly, statistically, like having like, those old school intros and outros. I guess there's
Yeah.
more for outros, actually. I heard some people saying like, since you clip to something completely different, it reduces the viewer's retention because they don't have enough like retention to hold on to that anymore.
They don't have any like cognitive. They don't have
Exactly.
that cognitive dissonance.
Exactly. Like really, you switch.
No, they don't have
between
object permanence like babies. They're just like,
Ah.
where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where the fuck did
No,
it go?
like legit, that is what's going on these days with the young generation.
They just never develop that. They're always in peekaboo mode. Mom,
Peekaboo.
where are you? Why? But no, I've been getting into some shit
Okay, I'm used
Today.
To this.
and it's all because of fucking Dream, man.
Gumball Wars.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if any of you guys have kind of paid attention to anything that I've been posting on Twitter, but like, bro.
Today, I've skimmed through it. I've seen a couple.
Okay.
Not all of them.
Dude.
The first thing is you don't go up, you're sitting down. No, okay, that's the wrong post.
All right, here, I'll break it down for you.
Break it down
So you don't have
first.
to, so you don't have to go through it all weird. So basically, right, let's see. How am I going to start this out? What do you know about Dream?
Cringe.
He plays Minecraft and he had the face reveal.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's it.
He's
Okay.
an A1 musician.
Oh, he's a
Song.
musician?
I see.
Singer. No, he's
Oh.
not a musician.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
why I said
Well.
that.
He fooled me.
He's a musician to some. Minecrafter to some.
He's a god to some.
Allegedly,
Mhm.
a pedophile to many.
Oh, I remember you talking about this. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, there's... the way I've kind of experienced all of this shit has been through, like... How do you say it? Kind of just like whispers, right? So, like, I kind of exist. I don't really watch Dream. I watched, like, some of his bigger videos, and I was like, oh, wow, this is really fucking cool. Like, I really like the videos. I really like the way he does it. As a YouTuber, he seems like a pretty smart motherfucker. But past that, I'm not part of some, like, schizo fandom that's like,
Yeah.
ooh, Dream is my daddy. Put on your little cat ear beanie and fucking whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And all this shit. Like, ooh, he showed his face. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about literally any of that shit. But during my time, like existing online and stuff like that, you hear whispers of like, Dream, he's a groomer.
Okay.
He's a pedo. He likes little kids. He plays Minecraft. He likes miners. Yeah. All this shit coming out of the void, right?
Okay.
And I take that information as somebody being pretty detached from it, as like, okay, well, that's shitty if it's true, and if it's not, then what the hell? That's kind of fucked up that they're like talking about it like this. And up until probably like last week, about maybe actually only a couple days. It's probably only been a couple days, where I have seen a lot of shit starting to crop up, and it's all instigated from Nick Cantu.
I
And
think I've heard of him before.
Nick Cantu is a voice actor for Gumball, The Amazing World of Gumball. So he's the little blue cat.
Oh, snap. Okay.
And he also plays as the voice of Mikey in TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The new one. Yeah. So he's a very current voice actor that's in a lot of good shit. He's also been pretty prominent as far as being involved in a lot of these YouTuber like groups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like apparently he played with
something else, Bobby.
Hmm.
He was in World Beyond.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Dead.
I saw that too. I hope they ate him.
No, he dies in there. Yeah, no, he
Good shit.
Oh, okay.
he dead as fuck, bro.
But so basically a lot of stuff started to crop up again because this is something that Dream has been going through kind of probably, I don't know, maybe for like a year or so.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure because I'm not like that invested in it, right?
Okay.
Right.
I couldn't tell you that shit. But what I can say is like what popped up now is basically the accusations have come up again, but this time from Nick Cantu,
Ooh.
the voice of Gumball. And was basically here. Let me pull up the tweet so I can go down like sort of a timeline.
So did
So
your
is he,
tweet blew
is, he,
up or
is he bringing up the old allegations or just
No,
different
so
allegations?
I think he just has like some weird hate boner for Dream.
Okay.
And like they've interacted before. They've been involved in some of the same groups somehow. And he was kind of just unhinged posting online about Dream, responding to this, like basically responding to this account that is called Dream Was Talon. And it looks like Dream's account, but it's not.
But it's a fake. It's a
fake account. It's a parody account.
I've been seeing that parody account posting.
And
like
that parody
a shit
account,
ton.
that parody account looks exactly like Dream's. Honestly, half the time I always have to check the actual tag because
you
I
have
have
to
no
check,
fucking idea. But
Damn.
the problem is this parody account looks exactly like Dream's, and he posts shit perpetuating this idea that he's a pedophile. So basically making jokes about like, ooh, I like minors. Ooh,
Yeah.
this and that. Like, ooh, you're too old for me because you're 18. Some shit like that, right? And Nick Cantu responded to that account as if it was Dream
As it was real, yeah.
Oh.
and said, you can't joke about these things while there's active like allegations against you. So let me
I
pull
mean,
that
we
up
do
real
live in
quick.
this day and age where people get scammed from Telegram, and like their username would be like U1977058. Anyways, I'm the real person. Please message me and send me $250. So like, I'm not surprised. Like this guy, like, I mean, it's also kind of like messed up. Like your parody account is so like similar to the real account.
Some people were saying that video of
Mhm.
them in the Uber or the taxi or whatever was like old, but I don't know how that would work.
Well, it might have been old.
No, they're
But,
saying like a couple of years old.
How do they know that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how people just know that. Like people were saying like, oh, it's old, and people and like Dream was holding on to it or something. I don't know.
Even so, I don't give a fuck.
Right? Yeah. No, I don't understand like why that would change anything.
Yeah, so here's this. I'll screen share it to you guys.
Well, get ready to go into 5 FPS land.
Hopefully not. Let's see. Yeah, so it's this right here is his account, Cantu. And this is the account that basically made these whatever the fuck. So this person posted this Dream Was Talon, the fake account, posted who want me. And then Nick Cantu responds, I want you dead.
Damn. You can't just say that.
And then the fake account responds blocked and then posts a picture
Right.
insinuating that he's too old for him.
Nah.
And then also, what's also fucked, which also adds to this whole shit, is the fact that like people respond to it as though it is dream because they are getting fooled by it. Like, yeah, because you like 12-year-olds, freak. And then he's like responding, 12-year-olds, where? Like, oh, where are they at? Yeah.
Oh.
So they all think it's dream. See, yeah, people actually do think this is fucking dream. So he responds, and then this is his quote retweet of the fake dream saying, bro, when you an actual pedophile, you can't joke about being a pedophile.
And then he got community noted.
He got community noted, but Dream responds to this.
Okay.
Oh shit!
And then, yeah, so Dream directly responds to it, which I think is not good. He should just make a whole video like Quiet did and stuff. But he makes a video, or no, he responds to it down here somewhere. Let's
Holy
see.
shit!
Dang, a lot going on.
Oh, and apparently Dream's coming out with saying that this happened 2 months ago, not years. So he's already disputing that shit too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so he responds to this shit where he's like, where Nick Cantu is saying, bro, when you an actual pedophile, you can't joke about being a pedophile. He responds directly and like obviously says the same shit I'm saying. He's like, you're replying to a fake account. Like, I'm not a pedophile no matter how much you joke, but you are a shitty, terrible human. You physically assaulted me, said the N-word, blah, 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 verbally. Basically, he's damaging the character of this Nick Cantu guy. Making a claim that this situation that happened. Then he says, then you apologize in Twitter DMs to me because you were drunk and high. You should never treat anyone like that regardless of circumstance. Crazy how the voice actor from Dora the Explorer, Gumball, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is being racist and replying to fake Dream accounts in his free time. Photo in case he deletes. So yeah, so basically Dream gets involved. And after Dream gets involved, I think a big problem with Dream is he's like literally just fucking responding to all this shit on Twitter and not like doing a full like
video
breakdown of all of the like allegations, all the disputing shit, all this shit. Like it could be like if you're not in the wrong, it's easy to fucking disprove this shit, right? Which I like. It's not to say that Dream is innocent or not, or innocent or guilty, but it's like I think the way he's going about it is retarded. Yeah, so that all ensues, right? So he makes that claim, blah, blah, blah. All shit, some more time passes and stuff. He's responding to everybody. And then he posts a video on his other account. That motherfucker.
Also, Dream has 2 other accounts?
He has 2 accounts, which I think...
Why does he have 2 accounts?
I don't know. Oh, this is Dream's manager.
Okay.
Or
okay.
maybe not. I don't know. I don't know why he has 2 accounts, but he has them. So he posts the video of the actual incident that happened. The... where Nick Cantu is in the car berating the Uber driver, like basically being like a little dickhead person, and on top of that, like threatening Dream by saying like, listen, if we got in a boxing match, there was only 2 ways this would end up. It would end up either you're paralyzed or dead. And then he also makes the claim that this is after he physically assaulted. This is after Nick physically assaulted Dream, and before he tried to again after the Uber ride. Blah blah blah. And obviously this shit doesn't seem to have like a video for it, but that would explain why he started filming it, right? Because if somebody starts assaulting you and then you get in a fucking Uber together, I'd be like, I'm gonna have my camera out this time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't go in there first with the idea of recording, you know?
Yeah. Because, I'm gonna get into a little bit more, but this is basically where I'm at, right? This is the point where I'm at. So I don't really know the rest of the shit that he's been on, as far as like all of the more shit that he's. Yeah, I mean, this is his thing. Twitter about people they don't like. I made it up, and which is like pretty much true, and especially after the shit that I'm about to like show you guys. But I think he just doesn't do well by posting all this shit on Twitter, but none of that matters. Regardless, all the allegations that have come out have been just that. There's no receipts. There's no nothing. There's no substantive evidence to back up any of these claims that have been made by any of the girls. I think there's 3 or 4. None of those girls have had substantive claims or have shown evidence to the fact that like these bad things have happened. Nicholas Cantu, I mean, like, why? Like, why the fuck would you even do that? Like, you're going around perpetuating this rumor about Dream, saying like he's a pedophile responding to fake parody accounts. And then people are going to start siding with Nick Cantu and be upset that Dream responded in the way he did to somebody calling him a pedophile, when this isn't just some random. This is a fucking like voice actor for some big shit.
Yeah.
Like he has an audience. So today, I got a little bit involved.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Now, my shit is super not like gonna matter in the grand scope of things. I'm never gonna be like put into any of these like fucking commentary
Right.
videos or nothing like that. But
No.
this is me engaging with somebody who does shit like this, right? So let me just go to my page. So basically this thing came up on my feed, and it was this person basically responding to this tweet by Dream. And Dream says, all I know is that if like him, I assaulted someone, admitted to it, said slurs on video to a service worker while belittling them, lied about tipping that person, and went on a narcissistic rant about how I'm above everyone, I'd be crucified. But okay, Twitter, Green Man bad instead. And then he posts a picture of Nicholas Cantu.
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck this is. I expected you to be this little asshole dickhead with no morals, but I saw last night that you are a very humble, grounded, and decent man who can roll with the punches. Yeah, I don't really know what this is. This might be the like apology he was insinuating.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this person, some random, honestly, doesn't matter in the grand scope of things as well. But I like to be a little shithead. So
Yeah.
this person says, using a drunk 20-year-old to try to make yourself innocent is not going to pardon your shit, bro. And then obviously there's some like retarded shit here. I don't know, man. I feel like Dream trying to get him drunk and wait for him to drunk yap, to be honest. Like it's some kind of like setup or something. Like Dream somehow forced this fucking like Nicholas
20-year-old
this 20-year-old to drink,
to get drunk.
to the extent that he started fucking going
Apparently he
down
was
on
high
some
apparently
Uber
he was high too, so
driver,
Dream
like-
forced him to get crossfaded.
Yeah, it forced him to get crossfaded and then attack like an Uber. No, not attack an Uber driver, but like talk shit to an Uber driver
Yeah.
and start being a little dickhead. Like, what the fuck? I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And run out across the highway.
Right.
Like what?
So I responded and I said, the mental gymnastics to try and make it seem like Nick is a helpless child who doesn't have any responsibility for his actions is deserving of a gold medal in the Olympics. So that was my shit where I was like, the amount of fucking like brain rot you have to be able to like even come to some conclusion like this is immense. Like so much brain rot. This person came and
Oh my god.
basically responded to me and said, I mean, I'm not defending both, but at least Nick could come back as a better person, unlike Dream. And then I just said, okay, has there been any actual substantive claims made, backed up by any amount of evidence to say that Dream is anything more than just kind of cringe? Because from what I've seen, no, there hasn't been. There's been no substantive claims, anything, nothing. Oh, this person continues or responds, I mean, he hasn't talked about the grooming allegations when it first brought up. That's fine and all. But when he kept over explaining himself on other posts, but not that tweet, it kind of makes it look suspicious. But now that he's discussing it and it involves someone else and tries to redirect the heat to Nick, it's kind of a little bit of a dick move, to be honest. It's like he's not taking it seriously. And I say, Nick dragged himself into it by responding to the fake Dream account. Nick doesn't seem like an innocent bystander by any means. On top of that, no receipts have been shown from the alleged party towards Dream. The allegations so far are baseless. Meaning, you're upset with him not taking the situation seriously when nobody's fucking taking it seriously. Absolutely zero people have taken it seriously. What the
It's
fuck
true.
are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody. Like, if these 4 people who've come out, 3 or 4 girls,
they would have shown receipts.
haven't shown anything. All they've shown is that they have had conversations. But they've had conversations. They are able to show that they've had conversations, but not the bad conversations? Why is that? Why aren't they able to show the bad parts? They can only show the parts that show that happened, but not that any bad shit happened. How does that make any fucking sense? Like, what? And then this person replied and said, I don't care if Nicholas got drunk out of his own actions. That's his personal business that he needs clearly deal with, and I don't condone it at all. Dream using that as a crutch to escape the shit he is doing is just a shitty thing to do. Which is another thing where they never mention what he's doing. They never mention what he's doing.
What's the reply to that one?
Oh, shit. I think it's me. Beep. And then she continues.
Oh my god!
This person continues and says, "You're the one doing mental gymnastics to try and ignore what Dream is doing. Both are in the wrong, but that should have stayed private if he only used it for his own personal gain." And I say, can you point to a single one of these claims against Dream that has substantive evidence backing them up? What has Dream done? ? Because it seems like nobody actually has any strong evidence for the claims they make about this shit. And this person says, I'm not talking about what he did. Well, I'm not talking about what he did, what the allegations are. It's the fact when they are brought up, he manipulates the situation every time and refuses to just ignore shit and move on and go on to make a shit show instead. So I respond to that and say, in quotations, this is you basically.
Yeah.
Dream, you should ignore when Nick, aka voice actor for Gumball and Mikey in TMNT, promotes the idea that you're a pedo. It's kind of annoying that Dream always makes a big deal about people calling him a pedo. And then, it's manipulative of you to defend yourself against pedo claims. Like, why the fuck? It's the fact when they are, like, what this person says, it's the fact when they are brought up, he manipulates the situation every time and refuses to just ignore shit and move on?
What the? No,
you can't
hold on.
have it both ways, buddy.
Oh my gosh! So this person, if I'm understanding this correctly, is getting pissed off because Dream doesn't want to talk about it because they're just allegations, and the allegation doesn't mean anything has been proven, and everyone's proven innocent until guilty.
Yeah.
And as we have seen, there hasn't been any proof. No, nothing. It's just some random 4 people who want to try to cancel Dream. Oh yeah, this happened with Dream, whatever, and he's just going to let it slide because it's not really that big of a deal at the moment. You don't need to bring attention to every little thing that happens, you know, with like, oh, this happened or this happened. You bring attention to it maybe in the video or like when it becomes a really big thing. So this person's getting upset because they're just ignoring the fact. It's like, you don't need to acknowledge everything that everyone says. You know,
This person is basically making the claim that like Dream should just ignore it as though it's not like a huge problem that this like rumor exists. Nick Cantu and many others are making the claim that Dream is a pedophile.
Where's the proof?
Where's the proof?
Where's the proof? That's what
And
you
then
It's not a light allegation.
it's not a light
Yeah.
allegation.
Like, pretty fucked. Also, what's
It's
the
fucking
second
insane.
reply to that? Like, open the tweet up.
Oh.
Keeps going.
Oh shit. Oh, they continue and say, if he has time to do, if he has time to do bullshit like this, he has time to just prove people wrong about the allegations and get it over with. And then, I think they respond to what I said. I think this was supposed to be right after this one,
Yeah.
but this one is in response to the thing I said. And they say, I may have said shit without knowing the full extent of the situation at hand and can't provide evidence for the allegations, but this behavior ain't gonna make things better. And he's already shown he's a massive manipulator, so he ain't innocent for most of this shit already. And this one is laughable. Let me open my page because I respond to that one directly. And I do another thing where I quote her, but
Just
totally
go to
wrong.
replies.
So this is it right here. Basically, yeah. So what I just read, where this person, I don't know if it's she, I just keep on attributing that fucking to her, or it. I may have said shit without knowing the full extent of the situation at hand and can't provide evidence for the allegations, but this behavior ain't gonna make things better. And he's already shown he's a massive manipulator. So he ain't innocent for most of this shit already. And I'm like, quotations. This is you, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I spewed a bunch of shit about a situation I have no idea about. But that doesn't mean that I'm wrong.
Doesn't mean I'm wrong, man.
What?
I made it the fuck up. Trust me, bro.
And then this person responds, bro completely disregarded everything I said, Lamau. And I say, you literally said, I may have been wrong, but what do you think that implies? What do you think that implies?
And then they just shit you with the okay, kid.
It just completely ignores what you say.
Completely. Like, bro, you cannot say, I may have been wrong, but like the
I
but
may have
is,
not have known the full extent of the situation. However,
I'm not wrong. Like, what the fuck? Like that is lifting so heavy, being like, you're not admitting you're wrong at that point. You're saying you're like, yeah, I'm not wrong. Pretty much. Like, what the fuck? And then this person says, okay, kid, let me put it into words you can understand. Bro, exposing a drunk person is a shitty thing to do and is a double standard to not address the allegations. He is trying to make himself innocent in his own manipulative way by spewing his own bullshit. And I say, Dream didn't show the video at random. He posted the video in response to Nick going in on Dream. Remember, Nick calls him a pedophile.
Yep.
Nick is going around calling him a pedophile and like responding to fake accounts as if they are Dream.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if Nick was drunk or off the goddamn perks. I don't give a fuck. Nick made claims and called Dream a pedo. And Dream dropped some receipts of his own claims to substantiate that. Nick brought the heat and lost. It wasn't like Dream was out here talking a whole bunch of shit to Nick. Nick was responding to fake accounts. He was responding to fake accounts calling him a pedo. What the fuck?
Just stirring the pot.
And then this person responds to that and says, I don't give a fuck if Nick called him a pedo. He kept the footage as blackmail when he switched up on him, rather proving to him why he is not a pedo. Oh, rather than proving to him why he isn't a pedo. It's like, bro, wait, whoa. What? Hold up. Why would he have to prove that he's not a pedo? You can't prove a false
evidence.
You can't falsify something that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Nick has the obligation to show the proof if he has it.
Dream doesn't have to prove. Dream literally doesn't have to prove anything.
How does he prove something that didn't happen?
Right now, in this current moment, Dream does not have to prove anything.
Well, what Dream does have to do is make a full cohesive video of all the claims. That's what he doesn't have to prove anything, but
he doesn't have to prove his innocence. He is innocent. So like right now, he is innocent.
Yeah, he is.
There's no evidence.
Yeah, there's no evidence right now. Yeah.
So until that happens,
this is all bullshit. And this fucking person is like, he kept this video footage as blackmail? As blackmail? Yeah. What are you talking about? From what Dream has stated, Nick attacked him. Then they got in the Uber. And then he filmed him. It's not blackmail. It's just keeping it up for your own safety.
That's
what the fuck?
Protecting yourself.
Yeah.
And if it was blackmail, first of all, if he wouldn't show the video, and he would have been like DMing Nick, like, "Oh, don't do this or don't do that," and I would show this video.
Yeah, if it was blackmail, he would have been like, "Nick, don't say another damn word about anything." I have this
video of you.
Yeah.
If he was using it as blackmail, that would have made him look even worse.
Yes.
Way worse.
But it's not. Like,
oh, did I respond to this? What is this? Oh, and then it's them just continuing their shit. Also, I already told you I ain't defending Nick. That's his own shit he needs to deal with. I don't care. Little kiddo replying to people with L like he in middle school. Get a job or do your homework already. All right, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, the person's not even trying to like prove anything. They're just there to insult you. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go based off all just like guesses, no proof, nothing to prove this. Like, They're saying, oh, Dream has acted this way in a situation before in the past. So that means every action he takes in the future is going to be the same. That's not true at all. That's like what this person's mostly saying. It's like, oh, he acted a certain way in a certain thing in the past. Where's the proof for that?
Yeah.
I just
and
love
then-
how they just want to disengage from the conversation.
No,
They're just like,
the
I'm begging
whole
you, just
time.
let it go, bro.
the
Just
whole
let
time.
It go.
That's why I'm like, that's why I was like, okay, dude. When I ask for evidence and then you fucking start like backing the fuck off, like that's a bad sign. That's not a good sign. If I ask you for any literal and literally any evidence, and you run away, no shot. So this person was like, I'm begging you, dog, just let go of bro. It ain't that hard to just go watch some other mid content creator. This person thinks that I'm some kind of like dream dick writer, but what my real gripe is with people who lie about shit that's really serious. You can't just come out with claims with no evidence.
You can't just call a guy a pedophile.
And then just say that anybody who comes in defense of like that type of situation is like a meat writer. Like,
And also say like you're gonna be posting receipts soon, and then you just go radio silent.
yeah, like what the fuck?
That's fucked.
So I responded to that person saying this, and I said, listen, I'm good. I don't care about Dream in particular, but the issue is people like you go around making claims about people with no evidence. That is something that needs to stop. I don't give a fuck about Dream, but spreading lies that you have no backing for is actually bad. And I say, block me. That's why I was like, block me. Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Dream in particular. What I give a fuck about,
clearly not going anywhere.
yeah, what I give a fuck about is
Block me.
what I give a fuck about is the fucking the principle. The principle of just not making up shit. Don't make up shit. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Just don't make shit up. It's not that fucking hard. I think there is a little bit more to this.
I worded my shit weird because I suck at explaining myself through tweets.
Oh, right, because this is what I was talking about the earlier, where
Mm-hmm.
I basically retweeted and said all that shit, and then this person was like, "Let me, bro, exposing a drunk person is a shitty thing to do and is a double standard to not address the allegations. He's trying to make himself innocent, blah blah blah." And then they were like, "I worded my shit weird because I suck at explaining myself through tweets. Get off my fucking dick and accept Dream is washed as hell." And then I reply, "L." Like, fuck off.
The fact they're like, oh yeah, I can't explain anything. Source, trust me, bro, and I'm right. Thank you very much. That's like,
Yeah. I asked like 5 different times when I was like, can you show
Show me
me
evidence.
any evidence
Show me.
of this? Anything? Or are you just making shit up? Like, I don't understand. This is so dumb. Yeah, that's honestly, that's my biggest problem with all of that type of stuff is the fact that, oh, I don't even have my lights on. God damn it. Hold up.
no.
Is the fact that people feel so okay with just lying on like and get away with it. Like,
Just
Fuck.
saying, people just say anything now.
And to
It doesn't
ruin someone's
matter.
career?
Like, how do you feel like you're a good person ever?
What
What
some
the
people probably just don't.
fuck?
Some people probably just don't care.
No, this person's absolutely acting as though they are better than like everybody
Oh
else.
no, for sure. Not that person in particular, yes. But I mean,
And
like, there's some people out there that just don't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah, probably not. But that shit is crazy to me. Like, ah,
And
That-
to lie,
Yeah.
to lie to ruin someone's career. It's not just like, yeah, he stole candy from the candy jar. It's like, no, this guy likes touching kids, but I can't prove it, and that could put his life in danger. Like, there's this other YouTuber called Zero who, pretty much on false allegations, attempted suicide, and nothing happened to those false allegations and stuff.
oh, it's like
You
that
remember
that card.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor
Yeah.
as well. That's
It's
another
like
one
that COD.
actually-
That's the most sad shit.
That's
ever.
fucking crazy, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like people don't understand the weight to saying to someone you like,
Especially
touching kids.
nowadays, because everything's online and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, people
That's
just make
right.
shit up and just like get away with it. I don't know, dude. It's not.
Nope.
It's not good.
Yeah, that Inquisitor thing, the people that started the allegations, the only thing that happened to them, they just got banned on TikTok.
Yep, that's it.
That's it? Like, bro.
Like, they should go to fucking prison.
Jail. Yeah,
Manslaughter.
jail.
Even if they were kids, I don't give a fuck. They need to be
I don't
out of
give a f-
society.
Yeah,
They
I
need to
don't
be
give a
gone.
Shit,
Gone. Evaporated. Send them to the fucking moon with no suit.
They genuinely need psychiatric help. Like, actually.
They're the reason why psychiatric help exists in the first place.
God, it just makes me, dude, this type of shit just really makes me want to go full force on commentary and just like be the guy that goes after like, all right, let's see if the claims are true, blah, blah, blah. I'm not here to defend fucking YouTubers. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about defending
see if it's
YouTubers.
true.
It just need to be like in some way, there needs to be evidence.
It's just the fact that they can't show anything. Not one, not anything. Not even the slightest bit.
Every claim was the things that Dream has done. What has he done? What has he done?
I love that part of the whole tweet. Like the whole tweets is just he's backing away from the shit he's done. It's like, okay, but like what does that mean? Like, what exactly has he done? And they just keep saying it. They just keep saying it. It's like it seems like you don't even know what he's done. You just
and then they backpedal to, oh well, I'm not actually defending Nick Cantu or Dream, but Nick's kind of better. It's like you're defending him at that point.
Why are we even having this conversation?
Why are we even having this conversation? That's not even the fucking conversation we're even trying to have. You're making claims that Dream is a bad guy for what? For what?
You don't even know why.
You don't even know why.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous, dude. And it sucks because it actually takes away from like real shit. So if there's any real allegations of anything, anybody, we're going to have to start off. Well, actually, it's probably a really good idea for us to always start off as like, okay, well, what actually happened, right?
That's why the whole innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, the whole innocent till proven guilty.
That's why that's a real like law.
Yeah.
Because
if you go,
because you can't just be like, hey, he killed somebody. It's like, I mean, I'm inclined to believe him, so fuck it. You know, like if that's why that shit just doesn't.
Yeah, well, he's kind of cringe on TikTok, so fuck him. Like,
yeah, fuck him.
Like that's the worst crime that I've seen so far from Dream is that he's a little cringe.
He's cringe,
but like,
he's cringe.
Okay, I don't give a fuck.
That doesn't being cringe and being called a pedophile. Those are on two.
That's
opposite
crazy.
ends of the spectrum. Like, yeah, no. Like, listen, I don't care for Dream. I don't watch his content. I think he's cringe. Whatever. I don't hate him. You know, I don't. I don't think he's a pedophile until there's like evidence.
Yeah.
He seems like a normal dude that's just a little quirky.
Exactly. Now, if they did have evidence, like, okay, let's delve into the evidence.
Oh, if they had evidence, bro.
If they had evidence,
I'd be clickbaiting the shit out of it right now, bro. It'd be in the title. Like, it'd be off rip. Like, people would be... Dude, that's also another thing. It's like, there's so many commentary YouTubers out there that would benefit off of this. They'd be rolling in the money because they'd be able to cover this shit for so fucking long.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if you guys know Optimus. He's a commentator with like 1 million. He posted one recently
to me.
He posted a video recently about Dream where it's like Dream got karma something. I'm like, what does that mean? And then I watched it, and it's because I think I'm trying to remember this correctly. I believe Optimus like called Dream out like a year ago or something, and it didn't go well for him. And that video he posted
didn't go well for
recently
Optimus.
No.
Okay.
And this video recently was just him recounting that situation. I'm like, bro just said Dream got karma for
nothing.
Yeah,
Optimus is interesting. I've watched like a little bit of his stuff. He's odd.
I don't watch him. I haven't watched him
an
recently
odd guy.
because I've just been like, I used to watch him a lot, like a while ago. I used to watch him a lot because I thought he was pretty cool. But recently I just been like,
He's cropped up on my like feed a couple times, but he's odd. I don't know. I used to. I think I still follow him on Twitter, but I muted him because he's just
odd.
He's schizo posting all the time.
One of the days where he tweeted something crazy, I'm just like, that was probably the day where I was like, I don't really fuck with him that much anymore.
The problem is I don't know if he's being real or not. I think he's
trolling. I think he's trolling too, but at the same time, it just felt
like not good.
No, it didn't seem like good trolling.
Yeah.
But like, even if it was trolling, I feel like to him, he probably thought it was the funniest shit ever. I don't even remember what it was, but it was something like crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I
I'm gonna
think,
look it
like one
up.
of the, there was a little while ago, I think like 2 years ago or something like that. I was working on a video that I never put out because I just like, I said fuck it, I didn't care anymore. For some reason, the commentary community is so unhinged about like certain creators, like Pokimane and like some of these other creators that seem like pretty unproblematic. Like there's not really anything they're doing that's like necessarily bad besides the fact that they're like a girl. And I'm just like, what? Why does this matter? What the fuck are we even talking about? That was like the main thing that put me off of him because like it was just like a few videos after one another that was just like, who gives a shit? What the fuck? What are we even talking about?
It's just also kind of sad that like I feel like now today in society, since we're always behind our computers or phones, we would just say these like most toxic kind of things like, oh yeah, he's a pedo, but you would never say that to the guy's face, you know? Like
Yeah.
we kind of developed where like we're gonna say just crap. Doesn't matter, as like you can in some states you can swap people and get away with it. And if that person dies, too bad, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's really messed up like a lot of things you can do these days and stuff. So
Well,
like
I don't know if they get away with it, but if they don't get caught, like it's like harder to
yeah.
catch them. Yeah.
yeah,
I
exactly.
found
That's what I meant. But
What is it?
my bad.
It was about the Mr. Beast well video.
The Mr. Beast well video?
Yeah.
What was
And he
wrong?
was like he was I'm fairly convinced he was trolling, but he was acting like
He
those
had to have been. I think he
people-
has a hate boner for Hassan too,
fair enough, but he was like
which is based, but
he was saying stuff like he monetized, he got profit from the video and stuff, like he was trolling and stuff, but like he just went a little too far. Like he just he kept replying to people and he like kept the bit going and stuff, and it's just like, damn. It's just kind of weird. Like the
Yeah.
energy from this tweet is weird.
I see. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just like I don't know.
You just feel like the whole commentary scene is just iffy.
I wouldn't say the whole commentary scene. I'd say a lot of the. You just kind of have to be decisive with it, right? Like I have recently started coming across like Turkey Tom's shit, and low key, he's doing things fairly well, at least for the few things that I've seen him cover. Like he's got like he might be a little edgelord, but I don't give a fuck about that.
That's
Is
pretty
he-
much most of the commentary.
He's doing like good journalism. He's not doing shit like stupid, not trying to find context for things. He's not making grand statements about things that he doesn't know about. He's basically saying like, okay, here's something that I do know about. Here's some of the evidence, blah, blah, blah. Here's the things. And then before he goes into alleged shit, he's like, hey, listen, this is a lot of alleged shit right here. Remember that. Blah, 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 and then debuts it, right? And then he goes to like finally give his final thoughts and conclusion. He's like, yeah, we basically don't really have a lot of information. Like he made a video about Dream, compiling all the shit that has been out there, right? All the girls that have made claims towards him, all of the tweets involved, some of the stuff that even now, like that's going on with him and Nick Cantu and stuff like that. All of it's like cataloged. And he's like, yeah, there's not really a lot here for me to like say. There really isn't any real evidence that we can go off of. I mean, if it happened, then that's bad. But like, if it didn't, then like, what do I? If there's no evidence, then I can't say anything about this. Like, there's just nothing here, right? And I think that's really fucking good. If you're able to just like stop there. If you're like, you can only go with the evidence. Don't even try to infer some stupid shit that you have no capacity to even know. Making shit up. I don't know. You just have to be very careful about the people you listen to, I think.
You ever seen a Cheeto?
No.
I think I used to watch him a lot, but like I
he's a
stopped.
YouTuber. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the food. I was like,
No.
oh, okay.
His name is a Cheeto.
A cheetah. Okay,
And he has like 300K, 200K, something like that.
Damn.
Like he's a decent sized commentary channel, but like he's not like a well known one, I guess.
Mhm.
Not-
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, the famous commentary channel. But he pretty much doesn't do a whole lot of research. He just kind of speaks his mind, and it's just like, that's fine, I guess, but like I don't really know if that's the best thing for commentary.
Depends on what he's saying. It really depends on what he's saying. Like, here's the thing, right? For a good commentator to be a good commentator is you need to be able to say something and have something to back that up. Or if you say something, tell people that this is all like I don't have anything to back this up. You have to be so transparent with what you say and what that statement is standing on, what the foundation of that statement is. Because there are statements you can make on both ends that have way different implications depending on how much certainty you apply to it. Because the one statement where you're saying, okay, this is a statement that I'm going to say because of all the evidence I've seen, all of this, like this, and this is why I came to this statement, why I came to this conclusion. This conclusion, I just have inferences. There is no evidence. There is nothing to back this up.
It's just how I feel.
This is just how I feel. But
Okay.
I'm telling you directly right now that this is all bullshit. It could be total bullshit. It could be.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, this could be Lewis. If you do that
Yeah.
shit, I feel like you're probably being a little bit more responsible. And if you're making it not clear which statement is which, and just
saying shit,
you're a horrendously bad commentator.
A Cheeto is one of those commentary that has like a hate boner for Pokemon.
Oh
So.
damn.
Yeah, I just don't get that.
And he was probably the most popular commentary YouTuber for Jelly Bean.
Okay.
Do you remember that situation?
I have no idea who that is.
Jelly Bean was like one of the first PNG tubers, not VTubers, PNG tubers
Oh,
Okay.
for the Minecraft running shorts.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't fucking care about that
TikToks. Yeah,
shit.
nah,
Dude.
that's what he was doing. He made
Yeah, I see, I see.
like a dozen videos.
Yeah, I see. I
On
think
that-
I think I've heard of it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's him.
that's unhinged.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
I actually want to go check. I want to see how many videos this dude made. Because I remember Charlie pointed it
made a
out
video about
on,
it. Yeah,
like- Yeah.
that's how I know about it. I think is because of Charlie. Charlie's a very fucking good commentator, and the
I
fact
agree.
that he's not like he's making claims, he's making like pretty strong statements, but
Mm.
only strong statements when he has evidence for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he uses like, oh, this is alleged, like there's no substantiation for any of this stuff yet, and then this is my conclusion, basically. And that's all you need to do as a commentator. You just have it's so easy. It's so easy to be a commentator.
Yeah.
Just go with what the evidence shows, make your inference, and if you're wrong, that's not good. But at the very least, you're hinging your thoughts on evidence, not just making shit the fuck up.
It's like kind of like writing a paper, right? You gotta link all your sources, like I'll link 10 sources or something. And a lot of these commentators are like, I'm not gonna link a source, I'm not even gonna do research. I'm just gonna go what the first thing goes through my brain and just say that, even if I'm right or wrong, which is like you can spend 10 minutes looking into a situation and kind of have an idea of like what's going on. May not know every single detail, but with access to Google, we have information in our hands. It's not that hard to look up on my phone and say, was room file? Oh, 10 Google links have an article talking about the
Yeah, and
facts
they're
or,
all
like,
Reddit.
allegations.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But at least you're still looking into something,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
have, like,
You need to
Wow.
be honestly, here's my thing, right? This probably is not like a popular fucking opinion, but for me, honestly, I think that it's really hard to hold YouTube commentators to account for a lot of the shit that they're saying because they're independent, right? And if you have independent journalism, basically is what it is. It's what it is. Commentary is kind of like journalism, especially when they start talking about like pretty serious shit.
Okay.
You can't deny that responsibility that you have. It's why I like institutions that are like news networks and stuff like that, because they have a little bit more what's it called? They have a little bit more liability for being wrong. So if they are wrong, they are like
Held
That's
accountable.
really fucking bad. That's
Yeah.
really bad. And that's why they they try to be like very careful with their language. They're like, okay, this is alleged, this is an accusation, this is solid fact, this has been proven, blah blah blah.
They try their best
all
not
these
to be
words
too opinionated.
all these words are very fucking important to try and convey to the audience the right picture. Because if you give them the wrong idea and the wrong picture, then your whole network is accountable for pushing some kind of shit that isn't true. And if you get something wrong, you're supposed to immediately be transparent about it and be like, hey, listen, we got it wrong. All that shit we said is wrong. And you retract. Independents aren't held to that standard. I think there low-key should be some stricter laws about either stricter laws or some type of tool for people to be able to use more effectively against false information.
So like a community note for YouTube.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that people are too comfortable with being able to just say anything. And it's very easy on YouTube because people could just they're independent. They have no liability.
Right.
Besides to the broader community. And that's why there is that's why like the community as a whole usually has to come down on itself and fucking hold each other accountable as individuals, because otherwise every single person has to verify each and every single YouTube commentator as if like whether or not they're a trustworthy source or not. For me, I could just be like, okay, most news networks are probably going to be okay. I could usually bounce the information between a couple of them to corroborate that, like corroborate some kind of conclusion, right? So like, let's say Fox News puts some shit out, puts a report out. It's probably not, they're probably not lying. They're probably not lying about like the facts of some situation. They might be a little biased for sure. They'll be biased, but they're not going to be lying about this shit because if they get caught lying, they're fucked. And we've seen that time and time again with like lawsuits against them when they like blatantly lie. But if they make a report and then I go and count that against like CNN or some other news network or whatever the fuck, I could go to these different spots, see if they're all telling somewhat of the same story, and then be like, all right, here's generally what I think, right? And you get like a good idea of it. But if you go to independents on YouTube, you're going to this person. Let's say you're going to Optimus, and he's saying literally whatever. He's saying whatever. He has his report, right? It's kind of the same, but it's at a much broader level. Whereas it's not like 10 to 15 different news outlets. It's like 200. It's 200 different outlets. And you might get unlucky and pick all of the worst ones to bounce it off of, right? So you might be going to the 5 people that hate Pokimane about a story about Pokimane, and they're all saying how bad Pokimane is. And that's how you're like, oh, Pokimane's actually a horrible fucking human being.
Right.
See, I really like the point because I remember you talking about like how a lot of people don't want to think for themselves. They want someone to tell them how to think. So like, I felt with commentary and YouTubers, like you see those really extremists like, I hate Pokimane and Dream's a pedophile, and with those bold claims, oh, I don't have to think anymore. I just listen.
Yeah.
And then it's easy, stiff. I gotta actively use my brain cells to think, is Dream pedophile? Is he not? Is Pokimane a good person? Is Pokimane a bad person? By watching multiple videos. Why should I do that when I can just watch the one that has such a outlandish opinion of saying Pokimane's a bad person and just call it there? I don't have to do any more work. It's easy for me. I know the answer in 10 seconds.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's so hard because like for regular news, you have 5 networks, right? Or obviously not 5 networks, but you have like 5 main networks you could go to, and it'll be like, okay, you'll have a generally good idea of what's going on. With YouTube shit, if anybody's saying anything on YouTube, you have to be critical of all these people because so many of them have a vested interest in being boisterous and the most loud about some bullshit, right? Because there isn't anything holding them back. Actually, it benefits them to be very abrupt and quick with it, right? If news drops, they drop a video immediately before having to know anything, right? And it's good for them because that is unfortunately a side effect of how YouTube kind of works. If you're the first to be there, to be in the like algorithm and like being searched, able to be searched, you are the one that's going to have the clicks. You're the one that's going to be able to do this. And if you have like some kind of ideological bend, I suppose, to purport towards your audience, you can just stick to that and you never need the facts. You never need the facts. Because I could say, let's say you're purporting your whole shit, like let's say you're Leafy or something like that. And you're talking about women and you're like, oh, Pokemon bad. Like, you don't need to try. You don't even need to know what's happening. You just got to say the same shit. Pokemon sucks because this, and this, blah, 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 Pokemon bad. But like, that's entertaining. That's quick. People like to gravitate towards that because it's interesting. As opposed to somebody sitting there and be like, all right, let me take like a couple days to actually go through all this shit, compile everything, blah, 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 and then put it out in a cohesive bundle of information. And then boom, here you go. Because this person's already said it. They already put out like 5 videos while you've been working on your one.
Exactly. And have you guys watched a Matt Pat's theory video about like the YouTube algorithm or anything?
Mm-mm.
So he talks about a thing that works good on YouTube is I went to every margarita in America. I ate every fast food. People like those outlandish, extreme titles, those extreme intros. So when you just say I hate Pokemon or every Pokemon video is bad and you just make this extreme statement, people like that. People don't like you being in the center, try to take both sides or try to look at the details and stuff. They just want the extreme side and that feels their dopamine's like, ooh, I like how this person's so extreme. And they're going to the edges where maybe someone else won't do that. And then I find it entertaining because like they're just saying these crazy things and I want to know what they're going to say next. I don't know what they're going to say next because they're so extreme.
Yeah, I guess I agree to a certain extent, but I also think that there are audiences for people who are kind of like me and kind of like the idea of somebody not just like going with everything, not just like giving me like, oh, I have all the answers. This is why America sucks. This is why this and that, whatever the fuck. Like, I like when somebody can just sit there and be like, I don't know, bro. Let me look into this a little bit. I like that type of shit because it shows that they're trying to be correct about things in a way that's pretty responsible. I don't know. I just really like honest journalism, I guess.
Yeah.
Is my whole thing.
I agree with you as well and stuff. I definitely think there's like different like age brackets and audience, but I feel like with a lot more younger people watching YouTube, YouTube kind of leads into that and stuff. Like I definitely agree with you. I rather have someone who has the facts, who takes your research. So that's why I love your video because like, hey, I did all this research. Here's a 30-page script of all the research I've done and stuff. Well,
Yeah.
not a lot of people do that kind of things. And
it's harder to do shit like that as opposed to something like I don't know, like Melanie Mac or something where like they can just post a video about like this is woke, this is woke, this is woke, this is woke. Like that's the script. You don't even have to watch all of her videos. It's always gonna be this is woke, this is woke, this is woke. And sometimes she'll be right. Sometimes she'll be right about it. But that's not good. That you're sometimes right about it. Why aren't you engaging with each situation with the starting point, the same starting point? It's everybody should be starting from the same point every time you engage with something new. It should be like, okay, let's see what's happening. I see. Okay. And then you can form your opinion. But it's not like that.
I mean, there's still some like Charlie. I feel like whenever he talks, like I can just stand with him and stuff. I guess maybe I'm a Charlie fan, but like I feel like he's tries to get his answers right, and if he doesn't
Yeah.
know, he'll say take it with a grain of salt, or like I don't 100% know about this, but this is what I've heard, this is what I've seen.
Yeah.
So,
And that's what I'm saying. It's easy. It's
Yeah.
easy if you're not like a dumbass piece of shit.
Yeah.
Commentary is so easy in that way if you do it like that, where you're only going with the evidence that is readily available to you. You should not ever be making statements without being able to, like, if somebody were to ask you like, oh, why do you say that? You should have an answer. You should have an answer for like why. Like if somebody comes up to me and is like, why do you think Dream isn't a pedo? And I'm like, well, there isn't really any evidence to show that he is.
Yeah.
Like from all of the accusations that have come out, one girl has said that she was going to come out with her allegations in full in like a couple days. It's been a year. Another girl, she posted a bunch of TikToks claiming a bunch of shit about them exchanging sexually explicit photos and stuff like that. The only things that the only evidence she provided was that the conversations happened, but not sexual conversations. It was all just like
that's
standard shit.
weird because if you like have sexual conversations and like you want to like prove them wrong, you're gonna have screenshots of that. And the fact that you already have conversations, but you just don't even happen to have one.
You don't
of
have
those.
one.
Yeah, like I can understand like okay, maybe I deleted some of them or something, but like the fact you can't even provide the one is like okay, you're just making this bullshit up.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even the fact that like I could definitively say that you're making it the fuck up, but it's like you're not proving. You're not giving us anything to work with here. Like we can't. Like if you handed any of this shit to a journalist, they'd be like, they might. I don't even know if they would even make a story with it because it's like accusations were made, but like I don't even know if I could start this story responsibly because there isn't anything here.
Yeah.
Until I get like at least one piece of evidence that leads us in a way that like there's nothing here. I don't know.
Yeah. I definitely feel like with going back to the whole news reporting, they do not want to take the chance of being wrong because if they're wrong, that causes a lot of issues. While YouTube commentators, some of them are like, well, if I'm wrong, it's whatever, like.
Well, it's not the chance of being wrong. I think there's always a chance of being wrong because there is always the possibility of new information coming forward. But the thing that you need to keep in mind, like people need to keep in mind when they are like perpetuating some type of like story or news or anything like that is the fact that like just present what is readily available to you. Just present that. That's all you have to do. You don't need to present more, and you don't need to infer past the evidence you have. Just provide, here's my statement based on this piece of evidence, based off this piece of evidence, based off this piece of evidence. And if you want to add your inference, that's something that comes after the fact where you're like, okay, now that I gave you all the evidence that we have, here are some of my conclusions. Here's some ideas and maybe some predictions that I have. This could all be bullshit, but, and then you can go forward and be able to have a responsible conversation, but still giving maybe some credence to some other shit. But it's all based off of this prior evidence. Or at least it should be. Because news stations could get it wrong. Like, they could be saying something like, oh, this is something, but it's all important of how they present it. Like, you can't present things like, oh, this is 100% this, that. No, Sean. Yeah, okay. Like if there's something that happens in like a war zone or something like that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, 5,000 people died and shit like that," it's like, didn't that just happen today? How the fuck do you know that? We haven't even got the numbers for that. Like, why would you ever? Like, basically, they're like, this incident happened. They'll say something like, if they have any numbers, they'll give them, but if they don't, then they'll be like, this is breaking news, blah blah blah. They won't even say like, oh yeah, we have like 7 injured, blah blah blah. But then you'll start seeing like, oh, 7 injured and estimated to be like estimated. You know what I mean? Estimated.
That's why they use estimate. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, because it's hard to calculate that type of thing sometimes, especially during like active wars and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of all I had to say about like the whole Drake shit.
Dang. That was a lot.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not even just about Dream. It's about the principle of it, and I think that's That's like the standard I want to hold fucking literally everybody to. Like, fuck off.
And the thing is, like, Dream isn't the first one who's gotten allegations like this, and we've seen, like, with Inquisitor, like, how much that can destroy someone's life.
Yeah.
And the people who say that kind of shit, no weight behind that. They're just like, I'm just gonna say, or like even the two people against Inquisitor, they set him up for that. Like, oh no, I promise you I'm above 18, and he's like, no, I know you're a kid, and blah blah, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like some people just like, I guess they hate this person, and they know that calling someone a pedophile is like the easiest way, or one of the easiest way, or like more easy to get them canceled than saying like, oh yeah, he stole out Walmart or something, or yeah, he hit a granny on sidewalk or some shit like that.
Yeah, because the barrier for evidence is so nebulous. It's not like you need to have that much to prove to people for some reason. Like if you hit a granny at the on the sidewalk, where's the footage, bruh?
Yeah.
I want to see that fucking granny hit the hood. The fuck is going on?
I want to see that plus 100 XP pop up.
Where's the $5 laying on the fucking ground? I need to pick it the fuck up. I need the achievement, but it's hard, it's easy to prove that. But like something like pedophilia or any of this stuff, you need to bring the actual like. I need the fucking receipts. Like, why are people retarded? Why are they deleting shit? If it's actually happening, the only way that you don't have it is if you're deleting shit.
Or if it didn't happen.
Or if it didn't fucking happen.
And even if it did get deleted, there's always ways to recover that deleted information and stuff. So like there's ways to recover that.
Yeah, I think people have a weird misconception too. Is like if you delete shit off of your computer, the FBI has a way to be able to get that shit off.
They still can get it.
They can get it.
Oh no, this guy rebooted his computer and installed his files. I guess we can't catch him. It's like,
and
no,
if you posted that anywhere and deleted it, Wayback Machine, bro.
Sometimes the Wayback Machine doesn't catch everything, but yeah.
9 times out of 10, bro. You go there,
you're
your
fair.
ass is caught.
Yeah, but
Question.
Yeah.
What's your screensaver on your phone? I caught a glimpse of it. No, not you, Aaron.
Sakura, bro.
Nice. And then the background is a Beal eating waffles.
Bro.
Nice.
Wait, Sakura from Naruto?
No, from Street Fighter.
Okay, good.
My Fortnite skin.
Oh, okay. Sakura from Naruto is useless, so.
I'm glad you don't have that as your screensaver.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's the other one.
I haven't even watched Naruto really, so I can't say shit.
My screensaver is pretty important.
Okay, show it.
Oh, that's what it is, yeah.
Show it.
The fuck is that?
It's a skeleton. It's a skeleton with a sword getting shot with a shotgun. It's Elden Ring FPS gameplay.
What?
You don't see the double barrel?
Elden Ring FPS?
It's just an image I found. I thought it was funny.
Oh, I see.
Bro, it's like if there's Elden Ring FPS, I want to.
I really like mine. Just the art is like perfect. It's like my shit.
My wallpaper. My wallpaper is just Ghostface.
Oh, I see. Well, any other news, boys?
I'm on the podcast now.
True.
Welcome.
We didn't even introduce you.
We did. I mean, listen. We already stated we don't do intro.
We don't do intros.
That shit doesn't happen. But yeah, this is our first guest on the podcast.
Yeah, I think us three are the main ones who do YouTube.
Yeah,
Justin's starting to.
Justin's starting to. Yeah,
he's getting there.
I just hit 250 subs, so 1/4 of the way to 1,000. So.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Congrats.
So let's see how my
your newest video is doing pretty good, right?
Yeah,
it's almost at 1,000.
Yeah, it's 800 views right now. So.
Hell yeah!
It's funny because J-Pup last night told me change your title and stuff, and it had like 70 views. You know, it was doing like whatever. And then I don't know what happened after changing the title. It just like that, and so
it was the simplest title change.
Yeah,
because the thing is, he at the end of his video, he said that he did it on legendary difficulty, and I'm assuming that's the hardest difficulty. I don't play Halo.
It is.
And I was like, why did this guy not put that in the title? Because everyone's just like, oh, he did the challenge, but like, what if he did it on the easiest difficulty? But if he did the challenge on the hardest, that's more enticing. It's more intriguing.
And I think people definitely knows that because I get comments like, "Man, you're a madman." I'm like, "Oh, don't wait for my next video. It might be Skyrim without taking
Don't wait,
single
next
point
video,
of
I'm gonna do this challenge with my monitor turned off.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I should do that.
me and Aaron did something like that. We did a blindfolded Fable run.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh, that was horrible.
It was
I
so
hated it.
bad. I thought
And
I was confident as fuck that we were
Yeah.
gonna be able to do anything. We didn't. I didn't
No.
get anywhere.
Yeah, and then we did like.
Who would have thought?
level one. And then we
Who
did
would have
like.
thought being completely fucking blind would be such a hindrance?
And then their challenge we did is like level 1 with like 20 potions. and you
That
gotta
one
use
was
the
fun.
garbage
That
can.
one was fun.
Yeah, and then we did like a speed run, and I got to the final boss with like 1 HP, and he killed me. And I think that point in moment, I actually rage quit. It was like 4 hours. I'm like, I'm done, guys. Good night. End the stream.
Aaron was cranking through that fucking shit. I was like, I was so far behind. I don't even know how the fuck you did that shit.
I was able to eventually do it. It's actually possible and stuff. But
Yeah,
you
it's
have to
possible.
pretty-
Yeah.
You have to pretty much do it hitless. So.
Damn.
Yeah, I died a couple times, and that's why you fucking flew forward. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
But that
But-
was a lot of fun though. So
That was a lot of fun. That never made it to the light of day on anything besides Twitch.
No.
And I think the Twitch is
VOD
Twitch
is
is fucking
gone.
stupid. Yeah, the VODs
Yeah.
just die.
I don't understand why they do that shit.
It's probably to
It's so
save
lame.
some. It's probably so they don't have to like hold on to so many of these like because it can't just exist, right? It has to be like
Stored.
stored somehow.
Yeah, they would have it stored somewhere. It can't just float. They probably got some back. They probably got a fuck ton of back-end servers for like VODs.
But hey, let's. I think that was good. I honestly, I want to bring you. I did that thing again. So like the first episode of the podcast, I took over and was like super just like brrr, because we were
This
talking about
episode
the
was pretty much the same thing.
we were talking about the Ethan Klein thing. Because the guy that made
Yeah,
the video,
remember.
right?
remember
So
listening to that.
I overtook the podcast today. I did the same thing because the dream shit.
Yeah, I don't think I talked for 20 minutes.
I
Yeah.
actually talk more than you, Jacob. I think. Like, I got heated sometimes. Like, hold up, I need to say my statement. This guy is restarted, and he's triggering
Hey, that's
my
the point,
neuron.
man. The guest is supposed to have a prominent,
Yeah.
point on the podcast. So.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. I like doing this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to watch more of all of our shit, first off, Magical Garn on YouTube. He does Halo.
Yep.
Halo content, meme stuff, Scream stuff, scary stream stuff, all that type of thing.
I do everything.
Yeah, all that, everything.
He's a memer.
He's probably your mom's favorite Halo content creator.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mom loves his Halo content.
Your mom loves his Halo content.
His channel will be in the description
Yeah, and then
at the top.
obviously you watch us as well, Bobby the Kid, the original Freak Show, The Freaks, on YouTube, and
J-Pup, and that's just it. Just J-Pup.
That's
Ain't
just
got
J-Pop.
nothing else going right now.
FNAF guy.
FNAF guy.
Well,
Your mom's favorite FNAF guy.
no, that's MadPat, bro. I can't take that from him.
Oh shit, yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, MadPat's your dad's favorite. I'm your mom's favorite.
I'm just your mom's favorite in general.
Yeah, Not for FNAF, just all together.
All together, like I'm just on the top. We on top. We on top. We on top. All right, well, go fuck yourself.